name's Annabelle.
What is a natural disaster, Annabelle?
A natural disaster is a such thing as a tornado that causes such harm and a loss of life. What is the definition of a tornado, Lily?
A mobile vortex, violently rotating winds having the appearance of a funnel-shaped cloud. What causes a natural disaster, Annabelle?
A thunderstorm with strong winds and hot air and cold air coming together, and that is how a tornado is formed.
We have some breaking news to report. There has been a tornado that just hit Orlando, Florida.
I am here in Orlando, Florida, reporting on the scene of the tornado that just hit. There was serious damage. There was about 1,000 people that had passed away, 59 people hurt, animals are dying, houses wrecked, buildings wrecked. There is a tornado. You should get in your basement as fast as you can. If you don't have a basement, then go under your stairs. If you can't, then get a mattress and go in your bathroom, and then put the mattress above you so you are safe. The tornado's starting to settle down, but it's still doing construction to the houses. We still hope people are okay. The plants in nature are wrecked. It's gonna take us a while for this natural disaster to cover. This is Michaela reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Lily and Annabelle, in the studio.
Thank you, Michaela, for that great report. This is Lily and Annabelle for the KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Megan. A natural disaster is a natural event that causes damage or loss of life. A wildfire is a large, destructive fire that spreads quickly over land or brush. 90% of the fire are caused by human carelessness. The other 10% is caused by lava or lightning. It is formed by heat from the sun or lightning, or can be a result of human carelessness. We have breaking news to report. There is a wildfire in San Francisco, California.
Thank you, Megan, for that great report. This is Chloe for KLKR News. I am here in San Francisco, California, reporting on the wildfire that just hit San Francisco. The damages that the wildfires caused took away people's homes, wildlife, and vegetation. Animals lose their lives, trees and plants are gone, and too much water in the soil from trying to put out the fire can cause erosion. There is air pollution. Humans can lose their lives. Ash and smoke are a cause of health problems. Jobs are lost, insurance problems restricted, recreational areas and extinction. People are protecting their families and homes by installing smoke detectors, testing them monthly, and changing their batteries at least once a year. Making sure that their family members know where the fire extinguisher is and how to use it, and cleaning their roofs and gutters regularly. The fire has calmed down a bit, but it is still rapidly burning. Plants were burned, forests destroyed, and animals' homes lost. Animals' lives lost as well. This is Chloe Kieser reporting for KLKR News, sending it back to Megan in the studio.
Nice report, Chloe. That does it for us.
Hi, my name is Landon, and natural disaster is something that causes great damage. Today I will tell you what an avalanche is. It is a heavy snowfall that just fell or a high-pitched voice with high winds. We have some breaking news. An avalanche is coming down on Denver, Colorado. We have some reporters live on the scene.
Hi, my name is Tony. We are here in Denver, Colorado, reporting on an avalanche that just went half of Denver. The damage is breaking homes and killing people, killing animals and killing people. Streets are closed and power lines are down. If you see an avalanche, I would run to the side because it gets you out of the way of the avalanche.
It has also left people without a home. So far, 16 people are dead and 27 people injured. This could be one of the worst avalanches ever in U.S. history. Even though the avalanche is over, the wind is getting faster. We have heard that there is another blizzard coming, and keep a watchful eye for avalanche. Back to you, Landon, in the booth.
Thanks, Tony and Cody. That does it for us.
Hi, my name is Matthew.
And my name is Owen. Do you know what a natural disaster is?
It's an event that causes great damage and loss of lives.
Speaking of natural disasters, a tsunami is a series of big waves that can harm or kill living things.
A tsunami is caused by strong winds and powerful waves.
A tsunami forms by an earthquake or landslide in the ocean.
Oh man! We have some breaking news to share. There was just a tsunami in Orlando, Florida. We are going to go on the scene live on the scene with our reporters.
I am here in Orlando, Florida, reporting on the tsunami that just occurred. This tsunami caused tremendous destruction in Orlando, Florida. This caused 223 dead and 512 injured. About $6 million in damage. Some people are trying to evacuate from this horrible disaster. Tsunamis can go for hours. Plants and animals are dying. This is Charlie and Crispin reporting for KLKR, sending it in back to you, Matthew and Owen, in the studio.
Thank you for that great report, Charlie and Christian. I'm Owen.
And I'm Matthew from KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Michaela here in the studio. A natural disaster is a natural event that causes great damage or a loss of life. Tsunamis are a series of fast-moving waves caused by other natural disasters such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, aquatic eruptions, and/or landslides and avalanches. All the listed can cause a tsunami to form as the water tries to find a stable position to settle. A few fun facts about tsunamis are that they can reach the speed of a jet. They could also reach about 100 feet tall. Scary but interesting. And now we have breaking news. A tsunami just hit Tokyo, Japan. We have 2 reporters live on the scene.
It is Keenan and Gavin here in Tokyo, Japan, reporting on a tsunami that just hit. A tsunami can kill or hurt a person. They can break bones. We are currently searching for survivors in the area. Many houses and buildings have been shattered and destroyed. Tsunamis can tear apart plants, and it can kill or hurt animals.
This tsunami has caused more than 16,000 deaths and $200 billion worth of damage. The weather right now is not bad and the tsunami is over, but it is still very wet. A tsunami does not really change the weather. This is Keenan and Gavin reporting for KLKR. Sending it back to you, Michaela, in the studio.
Thank you, Keenan and Gavin, for that stellar report. This is Michaela for KLKR News. Until next time.
Hi, my name is River.
And I'm Brayden.
Tsunamis are one of the natural disasters. Did you know that tsunamis can travel up to 500 miles an hour?
Did you also know that 80% of tsunamis happen within the Pacific Ocean's Ring of Fire?
Our natural disaster is caused by an earthquake happened underwater and a big wave forming and hitting land.
We just had some breaking news that a tsunami just occurred in Tokyo, Japan. Now we're going to the scene.
Hi, I am Alex. I am here in Tokyo, Japan. A tsunami just occurred and destroyed buildings all over the city. There are 224 deaths, 23 injuries. It is very wet here. Now the Coast Guards are helping people evacuate their homes. Now back to River and Brayden in the studio.
Thank you, Alex, for that report. I am Brayden.
And I am River, signing off at KLKR.
My name is Paige Peterson. A natural disaster is an event that can take or injure people and animals. A blizzard is a snowstorm normally happens in the late winter and early spring. How a blizzard is caused, it needs 3 things: cold outside, cold winds, and snow. How a blizzard forms: when warm air rises, moisture rises into the air, and cold air that is below freezing. When it mixes, it causes a blizzard. We have some late breaking news on a blizzard in St. Paul. Ari Fern and Jillian Mello are live on the scene.
Thank you, Paige, for this great report. This is Jillian For KLKR News, I am here in St. Paul, Minnesota, reporting on a blizzard that just happened. It caused roofs to collapse, cars, wrecks, and people getting malaria. Also, animals are getting malaria. Plants are dying. It is about 10 degrees outside right now, and still snowing, but not as hard.
It is still snowing and it is below zero. I would suggest not to be outside. The risk of getting frostbite and hypothermia is likely to happen. Make sure your pets are inside because blizzards can be life-threatening to them. They could die and not be able to find their way back home. Don't leave your pets outside. Make sure you are in a good home because if you're not, there can be water damage, structural damage, and pipes that burst. The weather now is still snowing but starting to clear up. I'm also going to tell you how blizzards form. For a blizzard to form, warm air must rise over cold air. There are two ways that this may happen. Winds pull cold air toward the equator from the poles and bring warm air toward the poles from the equator. When warm air and cold air are brought together, a front is formed and precipitation occurs. The season blizzards take place in the winter and the fall and early spring. Now to wrap things up, I'm going to tell you a fun fact. During the Iran blizzard, southern Iran received as much as 26 feet of snow, burying at least 4,000 people. This is Ari and Jillian.
This is Ari and Jillian reporting on KLKR News. Sending back to you, Paige, on the studio.
Thank you, Ari and Jillian, for the great report on the blizzard that just hit St. Paul.
Hi, my name is Brianna.
And my name is Brecken.
A natural disaster has occurred in Fairbanks, Alaska. A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from natural processes of the earth.
A blizzard is a cold and windy snowstorm that causes great destruction. In order for a blizzard to form, there are three things. First, the air needs a great amount of moisture. Second, there needs to be a good amount of lift. And third, there needs to be windy weather and heavy snowfall.
A blizzard forms when those things occur. Here are some facts about blizzards. One of the biggest blizzards happened in 1888. It had dropped 100 to 130 centimeters of snow, 40 to 50 inches, and had sustained winds of more than 45 miles per hour.
The first blizzard to be declared was in 1977, affecting upstate New York and southern Ohio. The storm's accumulation was only about 12 inches over 5 days, but winds were deadly. We have some breaking news to report. There has been a blizzard in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Hi, I'm Abby here in Fairbanks, Alaska, reporting on the blizzard that just occurred. A blizzard can cause car accidents, roofs can cave in, trees can fall on houses, causing a lot of property damage, and electrical wires can go down because of heavy winds and snow. People can be affected by blizzards because hypothermia and frostbite can set in if they are outside too long. People should be prepared for blizzards by stocking up on things like non-perishable foods, blankets, flashlights, and extra batteries. Also have an emergency kit in their cars. Some animals and plants may die. Right now it's windy and snow is still falling. There is currently 11 inches of snow. This is Abby reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Brianna, in the studio.
Oh, thank you, Abby, for that great report. This is Brecken
and Brianna for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Ryan. A natural disaster is a disaster that causes serious damage to homes, people, and animals.
Hi, my name is Max. A natural disaster is an event that happens in natural disaster that causes damage or harm. A blizzard is where cold air rises over higher.
We have some breaking news to report. There has been a blizzard in Duluth, Minnesota.
I'm Charlie reporting live on the scene. I am here in Duluth, Minnesota, reporting on the blizzard that just hit Duluth and Minnesota. The damage that caused 52 people blocked in their homes and
there has been 81 people that have frostbite. There is 5 feet of snow. It is snowing and it will end in 12 hours. Back to you guys, Max and Ryan.
Thank you, Charlie, for that great report. This is Ryan and Max for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Peyton.
And my name is Alyssa. A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from natural processes of Earth.
A tornado is a twirling natural funnel with a wind with speeds up to 100 to 300 miles per hour that can damage anything in its path.
A tornado is formed with warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cool, dry air from Canada.
We have some breaking news. There is a tornado in Wichita, Kansas.
We are here in Wichita, Kansas, reporting on the tornado that just hit Wichita.
This tornado destroyed half of the town. It killed 5 people and injured 15 people.
It's really windy here, 125-mile-per-hour winds. The winds are visible in all tornadoes around the world, still destroying houses and buildings, predicted to destroy the rest of the town.
Creatures got blown away by the winds and are all over the roads. Be careful on the road. Like this tornado, tornadoes can be in all continents except Antarctica. Tornadoes can get up to 300 miles per hour.
This is the biggest tornado ever. It's at 2.6 miles long, traveling north.
This is Addison and Trina reporting for KLKR. Sending it back to you, Addison, or Peyton and Alyssa in the studio.
Thank you, Trina and Addison, for that great report. This is KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Ellie Swart. A natural disaster is a major event resulting from natural processes of the earth. With major damage, floods are several inches of water that can easily destroy buildings, crops, and wash people, plants, and animals away. Floods are caused by heavy rainfall in low areas, tsunamis, and hurricanes. A natural disaster forms when several inches of water come over land that is usually dry. We have some breaking news to report. There is a flood in St. Louis, Missouri.
I am here in St. Louis, Missouri, reporting on the Great Missouri Flood that just hit St. Louis. The damage that this flood has caused is things such as death, damage to buildings, and power transmissions. The damages it causes to people are death, health conditions, and property damage. Everyone is unhappy with these results. They protect themselves by going to high places and maybe trying to get a life jacket. The weather is very dreary and misty. All the plants and crops are dead. All the animals and humans won't have a food source for a while. This is Ayana reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Ellie, in the studio. Bye.
Thank you, Ayana, for that great report. This is Ellie Swart for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Trey.
And my name is Dylan.
A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from natural processes of Earth which may cause many injuries and may cause death.
One definition of a blizzard is a big snowstorm that has high winds and low visibility.
This is what causes a blizzard: snow, cold air, very strong winds, and low visibility.
This is how a blizzard forms. Warm air must rise over cold air toward the equator from poles.
Here is a fun fact. Did you know that in 1950, a blizzard called the Great Appalachian Storm hit 22 states, knocked out power to over 1 million people's homes? It killed 353, injured 160, and caused 66.7 million damages, also 39 miles per hour winds for 12 hours. Okay, we have some breaking news to report. There has been a blizzard in Detroit, Michigan. Let's go to Caleb live on the scene.
Hi, I'm here in Detroit, Michigan, reporting on the blizzard that just hit Detroit 2 hours ago. The damages that it causes is injuries, deaths, and destroy animal homes. People are affected by low visibility and drifting off roads. The weather is windy, snowy, and hard to see. The plants' roots are frozen and animals are stranded because their homes are destroyed. This is Caleb reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Dylan, in the studio.
Thank you, Caleb, for that great report. This is Dylan for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Lexi Graczyk. A natural disaster is a natural event such as a flood or a hurricane that causes great damage or loss of life. A natural disaster is caused by snowdrift, strong winds. A blizzard definition is a cold, strong wind pushing up against your house. It becomes white or yellow and low visibility. A blizzard forms when warm air moves over cold air. Wind pulls cold air towards the equator. There is a terrible blizzard in Chicago. We have a reporter on the scene. Out to you, Michaela.
I'm here in Chicago reporting on the scene of a horrible blizzard that started a couple of minutes ago. Some damages that a blizzard can cause is people not being able to get out of their houses. We do not know if anyone is dead yet. Some precautions people took was by putting boards over their windows so snow did not shatter their windows. As you can see, it is still snowing, but this is nothing like when it started. Animals can be hurt by this, they can starve, and plants can freeze, so it stops them from growing. This is Michaela reporting for KLKR. Now back to you in the studio, Lexi.
Thank you for that great report, Michaela Clems, for that great report. This is Lexi Graczyk for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Bree Jeffer.
And my name is Mara Elg.
A natural disaster is an event such as a flood, earthquake, a hurricane that can cause a damage or loss life. A natural disaster, wildfire. Our natural disaster is a wildfire. 90% of the time, a wildfire is caused by people. And the other 10% of the time, it is caused by lightning strikes going on dry land. Back to you, Mara.
A wildfire forms by hot heat on dry land. Now for some fun facts. One of the largest wildfires in 1825 burned 3 million acres of land. We have some breaking news to report. There has been a wildfire in Florida, Orlando.
I am here in Orlando, Florida, reporting on the wildfire that just started 2 months ago. The wildfire has caused about 60 deaths already, and about 1,000 people are getting injured as they try to evacuate. People are evacuating their houses as quickly as possible, trying to grab as many valuable items as they can carry. People are being affected by the heat, and people are afraid that they might get trapped in their home if they don't leave immediately. The weather is still very hot. Firefighters are still fighting this wildfire. Animals are running around because they don't know what to do. This is Shelby Mingoko reporting for KLKR News, sending it back to you, Bree and Mara, in the studio.
Thank you, Shelby, for that great report. This is Mara for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Cade Kuzna. And I'm Caleb Hill.
A natural disaster is an event in nature such as a flood, tsunami, or hurricane. As you should all know, a tsunami is a quick, gigantic wave that forms when the ground underwater rises and falls repeatedly. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, landslides, rapid changes in atmospheric pressure, or a meteorite. These can all cause a tsunami. Tsunamis cause terrible floods. What are some fun facts about tsunamis?
Here are some fun facts about tsunamis. Tsunamis can be as high as 100 feet. About 80% of tsunamis occur inside the Pacific Ocean's ring of fire. The length of a tsunami as far as 100 kilometers, and the distances of continually occurring tsunamis can be as far as 1 hour. Tsunamis can travel as fast as 5,000 miles per hour without being noticed and can cross the entire ocean in less than a day. Flooding caused by tsunamis on the mainland can be more than 1,000 feet.
There's a tsunami in Katsuaro. We have a reporter on the scene. Let's have a look, shall we?
I'm here in Katsuaro reporting on this devastating tsunami that occurred 5 minutes ago. This can do really serious damage. Be really careful, stay on high ground, do not go on the streets. This started by a 42nd magnitude 10 earthquake that just happened 6 minutes ago. This can cause a tsunami. Animals are very badly affected by this tsunami. Dogs, cats, and other animals too. They lost their homes with no food left. This is Sage Carter reporting for KLKR News and sending it back to Caleb and Cade in the studio.
Thank you, Sage, for that great report. This is
Caleb and Cade reporting from
KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Ryder. A natural disaster is something that naturally happens. Right now there is a tsunami in Houston, Texas. What causes my natural disaster? There's 3 reasons how this tsunami happens. First, there's an underground earthquake that happens. Second, there is a wave that gets bigger as it travels through the sea. Third, it hits land and gets bigger and bigger as it travels. It forms with an underground earthquake. Do you know that there is a couple fun facts about a tsunami? Do you know that a tsunami is caused by an underground earthquake? We have some breaking news to report. There was a tsunami in Houston, Texas. We have a reporter live on the scene. Let's go there now.
I'm here in Houston, Texas, reporting on a tsunami that just hit Houston, Texas. It has caused flooding in the city. 100 people have died and 50 people are injured. It is 60 degrees outside. Dogs and cats and other animals have died and floated away from their homes. Farmers' crops have drowned. This is Kyle reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Ryder, in the studio.
Thank you, Kyle, for that great report. This is Ryder for KLKR News.
Hi, I'm Matthew Tate. A natural disaster is an event that destroys Earth and can keep its damage for many years. A tsunami is a huge wave that can destroy almost everything in its way. It forms from an underwater earthquake or volcanic eruption. The effect is that a huge wave moves about 10 to 350 miles per hour. We have some breaking news to report. There is a tsunami in Sumatra, Indonesia. Here is Isabel on the scene.
I'm here in Sumatra, Indonesia, reporting on the tsunami that just occurred. The damages are flooding and power outage. There are homes destroyed and flooding. The tsunami is over, but there is still 6 feet tall floods. Plants are dead and trees are uprooted. Fun fact, in 2004, a tsunami took out 230,000 to 280,000 people. This is Isabel reporting for KLKR News, sending it back to you, Matthew, in the studio.
Thank you, Isabel, for that great report. This is Matthew for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Bernardo Morales. A natural disaster is a blizzard, hurricane, and tornado that causes loss of life. Destructive. An earthquake is caused by 3 bored grooves. Earthquakes are usually caused when 2 plates could We have some breaking news to report. There was an earthquake in Mexico City. We have 2 reporters in Mexico City right now. Passing it to you, Isaiah.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. I'm here in Mexico City, Mexico, reporting on the earthquake that just happened. I'm here with Alexander Perva on the scene. Fun fact, earthquakes happen when 2 plates collide on fault lines. Buildings have fallen, plants and animals have died from the earthquakes.
I'm here with Isaiah on the scene. There was many injuries that happened recently. Some person fell in the earthquake in his bed. He didn't make it out alive. The weather is dusty. Many homes were destroyed by the earthquakes, including mine. All the animals ran away. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that earthquakes can cause sinkholes too? This is Alexander Pereva reporting from KLKR News. Sending it back to you, Bernabe, in the studio.
Thank you, Isaiah and Sasha, for that great report. This is Bernabe signing off for KLKR News.
A natural disaster causes great damage or even loss of life. The definition of a natural disaster of an earthquake is when the ground starts shaking. The cause of an earthquake is when a rock underground suddenly breaks along fault. An earthquake forms when a rock underground rubs together and breaks. We have some breaking news to report. There was an earthquake in Tokyo, Japan.
I am here in Tokyo, Japan, reporting on the earthquake that just happened. The damages were unreal. It ripped buildings out of the ground and 21 reported deaths. It crumbled people's basements and it made people leave their city.
It is cloudy because of the dust everywhere. It is over now. The plants are all dead, teared up. People can't eat because of the plants and animals are dead, and they get frightened, hurt, and injured. Lose their habits because of the earthquake.
Fun fact, did you know in 1975 there was a 5.0 earthquake in western Minnesota? The biggest earthquake ever recorded in 1960. It was a 9.4 to 9.6 earthquake. In Tokyo, Japan, there was a 5.9 to 6.2 earthquake. About 1,500 earthquakes strike a year on the stand of Japan.
This is Wyatt and Caleb reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Leo, in the studio.
Thank you, Caleb and Wyatt, for that great report. This is Leo for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Henry Fisher. A natural disaster is an event that can cause damage or loss of life. The definition of a natural disaster is a sudden and violent shaking of the ground, sometimes causing great destruction as a result of movements within the Earth's crust or volcanic action. Earthquakes are usually caused when a rock underground suddenly breaks along a fault. This sudden release of energy causes the seismic waves that make the ground shake. We have some breaking news to report. There is an earthquake in San Francisco, California. Here is Samuel live on the scene.
Hi, my name is Samuel Luke, and I'm here in San Francisco, California, reporting on the earthquake that just tore down the Golden Gate Bridge. An earthquake can crash down buildings like the Golden Gate Bridge. About 3 apartment buildings were torn down. So far, 16 people were killed. We don't know what the magnitude earthquake it was, but it has to be anywhere from magnitude 6.3 to 7.6. Right now, it's pretty calm, kind of humid though. There were some trees knocked down, some cats and dogs were killed. This is Samuel Luke reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Henry, in the studio.
Thank you for that great report, Samuel. This is Henry for KLKR News.
Garrett, and I will be your news anchor for the day. A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from a natural process of Earth. A tornado forms when cold air meets warm, moist air. We have some breaking news that just hit Kansas City, Kansas, and now to you, Aiden.
I'm here in Kansas City, Kansas, reporting on the tornado that just hit Kansas. The damage is home destroyed badly, many deaths. If a tornado occurs, head for a basement. The weather rains hard and it hails hard. The effect to the plants and animals, it can affect the food chain. It can affect animals because animals can think gas is water and drink and die. This is Aiden reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Garrett, in the studio.
Thanks for the report, Aiden, and that's me signing off from KLKR.
Hi, my name is Maddie Grimm. A natural disaster is a natural event such as a flood, earthquake, or hurricane causes great damage or loss of life. To cause a tornado, you need moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cool, dry air from Canada. We have some breaking news to report. There has been a tornado in Waverly, Minnesota.
Michael Garcia here, live on the scene. I am here in Waverly, Minnesota, reporting on the tornado that just destroyed more than 50 homes. Houses were destroyed, lives were lost. People are trying to find anything left with their homes. People had to go to the basement or storm shelter. The storm just passed. Plants are contaminated. More than 30 pets have died. Fun fact, a tornado on water is a water spout. This is Michael Garcia reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Maddie Grimm, in the studio.
Thank you, Michael, for that great report. This is Maddie for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Lily Loxton. A natural disaster is an event that causes great damage or loss of life. A blizzard is a snowstorm with high winds, low temperatures, and a lot of snow. Cold, strong winds, snows, and low visibility causes a blizzard. A blizzard forms when a cold air rises over warm air. We have some breaking news to report. There is a blizzard in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Here is Emma live on the scene. This is Emma Probst, and I am here in Grand Forks, North Dakota, reporting on the blizzard that just happened. The blizzard caused telephone poles to go down. People are going crazy, and they are all scared. I hope they have blankets and things to keep them warm. It is still snowing and it is still windy. Animals are buried and cold. This is Emma Probst reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Lily, in the studio. Thank you, Emma, for that great report. This is Lily Loxton for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and today I'm with Nicole, and we will be talking about wildfires. Do you know what a natural disaster is? Well, if you don't, I will tell you. It is an event such as a hurricane, flood, or earthquake that causes great damage or loss of life. Wildfires are mainly caused by humans, but the other 10% are caused by lava or lightning.
Here are some fun facts about wildfires. The biggest wildfire was in 1910. On average, 75,000 wildfires are spotted around the U.S. Wildfires start at 400 degrees Celsius or 750 degrees Fahrenheit. The months they are mostly found in is from June to August. A wildfire burns the hottest in the afternoon. Breaking news from Santa Barbara, California.
Hi, my name is Mason. I'm in California at Wildfire Thomas. It has burned over 50,000 acres and about 8,900 houses, 150 structures, and damaged over 27 people had to evacuate.
And I'm Sam. The damage of a wildfire causes loss of life, vegetation, land, trees, houses, and everything else in its path.
Wildfires affect people by releasing biomass smoke, which makes air pollution. Also, it can burn the power pole so there is no power, and there can be traffic jams because so many people are trying to evacuate. During a wildfire, the weather is dry and dark black smoke because the smoke is always strong, hot winds.
Wildfires burn plants into ashes. They cause animals to see wildlife as an opportunity for food or rodents. Right now,
Animals are seeking shelter from flames by burrowing into the ground, logs, or hiding under rocks. This is Sam and Mason reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Peyton and Nicole, in the studio.
Thank you, Sam and Mason, for the great report. This is Peyton and Nicole for KLKR News.
Hi, this is Abby. A natural disaster is an event that can cause great damage or loss of life. The definition of a tsunami is a series of waves generated in a large body of water. An underwater earthquake causes a tsunami. A tsunami is two metal plates shifting in an ocean. We have some breaking news to report. There's a tsunami in Tokyo, Japan.
I'm Carly. I'm here in Tokyo, Japan, reporting on the tsunami that just hit 1 hour ago. There was 20 buildings that fell and people are worried. 5 dogs are gone. A tsunami can kill many people. They're trying to stay safe. People are going downtown to keep safe. The weather is raining. It is still going on. People could die. A tsunami can come in at any month. It happens more often in the summer and spring, 80% of the time in the Pacific Ocean. This is Carly reporting on the KLKR News. Sending it back to you, Abby, in the studio.
Thank you, Carly, for that great report. This is Abby for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah, here live on KLKR. A natural disaster is something that can hurt nature, or also known as hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, tsunamis, blizzards, wildfires, and other disasters. The definition of a tsunami is a great sea wave produced especially by submarine earth movement or volcanic eruption. A tsunami is caused by an underwater earthquake, a volcanic eruption, or a landslide. Tsunami is a large ocean wave usually caused by an underwater earthquake. More rarely, a tsunami can be generated only by a giant meteor impact. Tsunamis are not tidal waves. Tidal waves are caused by the forces of the moon, sun, and planets upon the tides, as well as wind as it moves over the water. Fun facts: tsunamis have become popular only in the recent times, but they have been existing and have caused damages since ages. I just got some breaking news from Emerald and Maddie in Alaska. Hi, my name is Madison Tepley with Emerald, reporting live in Latuah Bay, Alaska. We are reporting on a huge tsunami that just occurred. Maddie, there is a lot of damage, including destruction of property and sadly loss of life. People are rebuilding structures, but everyone was struggling to get to high land, sadly. It is wet out here, and there is some sun. But animal lovers, no animals died, but some are hurt. This is Madison and Emerald reporting for KLKR News. Back to you, Aaliyah. Thank you, Emerald and Maddie, for the great news. This is Aaliyah from KLKR, signing out.
Hi, my name is Holly Hughes.
Hi, my name is Keely Russell-Schulze. A natural disaster is a natural event such as a flood, earthquake, or a hurricane that causes great damage or loss of life.
Now we will tell you some facts about a tsunami. What causes a tsunami is an earthquake underwater, and about 80% of tsunamis happen with the Pacific Ocean's ring of fire.
It grows into a big wall of water,
often 10 feet tall.
We have some breaking news to report.
A tsunami just hit Honolulu, Hawaii.
Let's give it to Anna Smith live on the scene.
Hi, my name is Anna Smith, and I'm here in Honolulu, Hawaii, reporting on a tsunami that just hit Honolulu. The tsunami is causing plants to die from too much water, and pets and people are dying also. Houses are destroyed. It is going to take a lot of help to restore Honolulu. Light posts are falling and houses are damaged. It is going to be hard for people to recover from this tsunami. They are trying to get to higher ground and trying not to freak out. It is raining and very wet. Animals are lost and people are dying or hurt. This is Anna Smith reporting for KLKR News, sending it back to you, Holly and Kaylee.
Thank you, Anna, for the great report. This is Holly Hughes.
And Kaylee Russell-Schulze.
This is Kaylee and Holly signing out from KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Ben.
My name is Alan.
A natural disaster is a disaster that happens naturally.
A tsunami is a big wave and it can destroy anything in its path. The first wave of a tsunami is naturally not the strongest. Successive wave gets bigger and stronger.
A tsunami can travel at speeds of about 500 miles or 805 kilometers an hour, almost as fast as a jet plane.
A tsunami forms due to two rocks sliding together under the ocean or a volcano erupting underwater, the forms of a large tide wave.
A tsunami is caused by when these two rocks shift. It creates a giant wave that is called a tsunami.
We have some lights breaking news. There has been a tsunami in Hawaii. We have a reporter live on the scene.
Hi, my name is Agnesa. I'm here in Hawaii, reporting on the tsunami that just hit Hawaii. 10 dogs died and 255 cats died, plus 102 people died. And buildings are down, people's houses are gone, and now are homeless. Plus people are starving and can't find food. Some people have gone to higher places to stay safe. The sky is still gray, but the tsunami is over. Here's a fact. The world's biggest tsunami was 1,720 feet tall in Lituya Bay, Alaska. This is Agnesa reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Ben and Alan, in the studio.
Thank you, Agnesa, for that great report. This is Ben
and Alan
signing off for KLKR
Lake News, KR Laker News.
Hi, my name is Colby. A natural disaster is a storm such as a blizzard, tsunami, hurricane, or tornado. A hurricane is a tropical storm that forms over warm ocean water near the equator. Hurricane winds can reach up to 320 RPMs, so strong they can rip buildings apart. We have some breaking news to report. There is a hurricane in Dallas, Texas. I'm here in Dallas, Texas, reporting on the hurricane that just hit Dallas. Houses have been washed away, trees have fallen, power lines are down, and people have died. Most people are sad because they do not have any food, water, or home, and people need to get to higher ground. The weather is still rainy and the hurricane is still going. Many animals and plants have been killed because of too much water. Do you know that a hurricane can knock over a whole city at one time? This is Joel reporting for KLKR News, sending it back to you, Colby, in the studio. Thank you, Joel, for that great report. This is Colby for KLKR Laker News.
Hi, my name is Jane Mykoff.
Hi, my name is Lydia Graham.
A natural disaster is an event that causes great damage or loss of life.
A hurricane is a tropical cyclone, which forms over tropical waters.
A hurricane is caused by 80 degrees Fahrenheit of ocean water, and the wind is going in the same direction. The air moves in the same direction to move away from the ocean. Here's a fun fact about hurricanes. If two hurricanes equal size and power collide, they'll create one big hurricane.
We have breaking news. There has been a hurricane in Bavaria, Punta Cana. Here is Olivia live on the scene.
I am here in Bavaria, Punta Cana, reporting on the hurricane that just passed. The damages this hurricane has done are floods, huge waves, and foaming seawater is everywhere. People are surprised by the damage this hurricane has done. Some people have been killed and homes have been destroyed. Pets have drowned and been swept away, and trees have been pulled out from the ground. This is Olivia Isa reporting for KRKR, sending it back to you, Jaden and Lydia, in the studio.
Thanks, Lily, for that great report. This is Jaden and Lydia signing out for KLKR News.
name is Tucker. What is a natural disaster? A natural disaster can do some serious damage or can cause loss of life. The definition of my natural disaster is a tornado. What causes my natural disaster is when a thunderstorm happens and when hot air and cold air collides. How does a tornado form? A tornado forms when hot air and cold air collides. We have some breaking news in Dallas, Texas, where they are reporting by an F4 tornado.
We're here in Dallas, Texas, reporting on the F4 that just touched down.
A tornado can turn broken glass and other objects to missiles and can turn automobiles to become airborne.
100 people died. 100 people died, 400 are injured, and 400 homes have been destroyed, and some schools have been open to people who lost their homes.
The tornado is still going and it's really windy.
Plants like flowers and trees can be destroyed, and a tornado can kill animals too.
This is Klein and McLean reporting for KLKR. Sending it back to you, Tucker, in the studio.
Nice job, guys. This is Tucker reporting for KLKR.
Hi, my name is Brock Stender. The definition of a natural disaster is a natural event such as a flood, earthquake, or blizzard that causes great damage or loss of life. The definition of a blizzard is a severe snowstorm with high winds and low visibility. What causes a blizzard is cold weather, strong winds, and low visibility. Blizzards form when cold air rises above hot air. Here are some fun facts on blizzards. Winds can exceed 35 miles per hour during a blizzard. Visibility is only a fourth a mile for up to 3 hours during a blizzard. Some blizzards can last up to 5 days. Now we have some breaking news to report. There is a blizzard in Rochester, New York.
I am here live in the blizzard in Rochester, New York. There has been roof cave-ins there in this area, car accidents, and even 5 trees have fallen here. 1 person has gone missing and 3 are injured. People are leaving the city but others have to stay and are gathering anything they can find that will help them get through this terrible blizzard. The weather is relentlessly freezing. Many people now have, and animals now have hypothermia. The blizzard is expected to last for 3 days, and it's only day 1, and I'm standing in 9 inches of snow in this devastating disaster. This has been James Lukács reporting for KLKR News. Sending it back to you, Brock.
Thank you, James, for that great report. This is Brock Stender for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Mariah. A natural disaster is a natural event that causes great damage or lots of lives, like a hurricane. A hurricane is a rotating tropical storm with high winds that start on the ocean and moves into the land. Expect high winds and a lot of rain down at one time. A hurricane forms when warm water condenses and rises over the water. We have some breaking news to report. There is a hurricane in Miami, Florida.
I am here in Miami, Florida, reporting on the hurricane Sally that just happened. There is a lot of rain, high winds, and flooding. Unfortunately, some have died and homes are flooding, streets are underwater, and trees are being blown down. The weather right now is warm rain.
Hi, my name is Remy. A natural disaster is a big storm that causes injury or loss of life. The definition of a hurricane is a big storm that destroys the communities. A hurricane is caused by a storm in warm water. A hurricane forms by heat rises from the ocean water, creating a storm. A fun fact about hurricanes is as powerful as 10 atomic bombs per second.
We have some late breaking news to report. There was a hurricane in Orlando, Florida.
Thank you, Remy, for that great report. This is Dylan for KLKR News. I am here in Orlando, Florida, reporting on the hurricane that just ended 2 hours ago. The community got destroyed. A bunch of people got injured. People's houses got destroyed. They were trying to get away from the hurricane so they would move in with relatives. They all got shelter. The weather is very moist. The sky is gray. The hurricane passed 2 hours ago. Some plants are dead. Most of them got blown away. Most animals lost their habitat. This is Dylan reporting for KLKR News. Sending it back to you, Remy, in the
Hi, my name is Carter Case. A natural disaster is something that can affect someone or something. So this is a flood, and a flood is caused by a lot of rain. A car can be taken away as little as 2 feet of water.
Hi, my name is Marshall McCarthy. A flood is caused by each time there are more rain in the drainage system can take. A flood is formed when water overflows and inundates land that's normally dry. No region is safe from flooding. All 50 states are subject to flash floods. Flash floods can be walls of water from 10 to 20 feet high. We have some breaking news to report. There was a flood in Houston, Texas.
I am here in Houston, Texas, reporting on the flood that just happened 5 hours ago. 431 people were injured and 50 people died. And there is only medics and helicopters. The weather is like windy, rainy, and hailing. Plants die of too much rain and animals cold and no safety.
They load their food and water and pets on the helicopters and are evacuating from the area. Bridges, cars, and houses are destroyed. Fun facts. If you touch flood water, you should wash yourself because there might be waste floods. Waste floods can occur from broken dams. Floods are the leading natural disaster. Floods can destroy anything. Floods mostly occur in spring. About 1,000 floods can happen a year.
This is Cody and Lance reporting from KLKR, sending it back to you, Marshall and Carter in the studio.
Thank you, Lance and Cody, for that great report. This is Marshall and Carter for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Julia Swartzer. A natural disaster is any event or force of nature that has catastrophic consequences. The definition for a wildfire is a large destructive fire that spreads quickly over woodland or brush. Wildfires can be caused by nature. Wildfires form by campfires, heat, and sun. Fun fact, lightning strikes the earth over 100,000 times a day. 10 to 20% of these lightning strikes can cause fire. We have some breaking news to report. There's a wildfire in California.
I am here in California reporting on the wildfire that just happened. The damage is the trees are burning down, so we could run out of oxygen if the firefighters don't get the fire out soon. People are affected by this natural disaster because of the smoke, mainly through the respiratory. The weather is very humid and smoky. Plants can burn, so no one will have much food, and animals can die if they don't get out soon. This is Riley Kadek reporting for KLKR News. Back to you, Julia, in the studio.
Thank you, Riley, for that great report. This is Julia for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Julia Anderson.
And mine is Lillian Addix. And we are here with
Breaking news! We have just received facts about a natural disaster, the Peshtigo wildfire, that is now calmed down.
For any of you who don't know what a wild natural disaster is, it is an event that causes great damage or loss of life.
We don't know how the Peshtigo wildfire started, but it is common to have started by a dry season or human carelessness.
And now we will hear from Caleb Deers live on the scene in Wisconsin.
I'm here in Wisconsin reporting on the scene of the Peshtigo wildfire that just occurred. 2,500 people died, 1.2 million acres of forest burned, including some plants and some animals that couldn't get out. It's called the Peshtigo wildfire because the Peshtigo River was the only safe place during the fire. Some people said it was the end of the world. This is Caleb Deers reporting for KLKR. Sending it back to you, Lillian, in the studio.
Thank you for that amazing report.
This is Julia Anderson
and Lillian Addix
signing out.
Thank you for watching KLKR.
Hi, my name is Jay DeRose.
And I am Samantha Grandal.
A natural disaster is a natural event that causes great damage or loss of life. A tsunami is a long, high sea wave.
We have some breaking news report. There was a tsunami in Japan.
I am in Tokyo, Japan, reporting on the tsunami that just hit 2 hours ago. The damages include 115 people killed and animals dead, and 295 people and animals injured. Homes, schools, and buildings were destroyed. The weather right now is rainy and cold. Most human beings and animals that survived are being rescued as I speak. Most plants, such as flowers, drowned. Most citizens fled the city when the tsunami warnings were sent out. This is Nicole Erickson reporting for KLKR, sending it back to you, Jaya and Sam in the studio.
What causes a tsunami is an earthquake or landslide on the ocean floor. It forms by an earthquake, shakes the ocean floor, making the ocean overflow. Fun facts are that a tsunami only happens every 15 years. The most recent tsunami.
Hi, my name is Oliver Anderson.
And I'm Jake Borg. A natural disaster is a special event that kills or seriously harms people.
Definition of this natural disaster? A series of waves generated by the tectonic plates crashing into each other. Fun fact, the biggest tsunami was in Alaska. It went 40 million yards. It killed 119. It was 50 meters high.
What causes this natural disaster? A meteor strike or earthquake shakes the water and creates a wave that gets bigger over time.
We have breaking news to report. There was just a tsunami in Tokyo, Japan.
I am here in Tokyo, Japan, reporting on the tsunami that just happened. The damages include flooding, houses, family, and friends lost or died. We have 14 people missing and 79 dead. People are going to the police for shelter. The weather here in Tokyo is very wet and droopy. Plants and animals lost homes, died, or got too much water. Scientists think this tsunami started by a meteorite hitting the water. Everybody that lives in Tokyo, I suggest getting to the roof. This is Calvin Dyer reporting for KLKR. Sending it back to you, Oliver and Jake in the studio.
Thank you, Calvin. This is Oliver
and Jake reporting for KLKR News.
Hi, my name is Christopher, joined by Lucas. A natural disaster is an event that's caused great damage or loss of life. For example, a tsunami is a series of waves constantly getting bigger.
What causes a tsunami? Waves constantly making a bigger wave. How does a tsunami form? By a volcanic eruption or an earthquake at sea. We have some breaking news to report. There was a tsunami in Tokyo, Japan.
We are here in Tokyo, Japan, reporting on the tsunami that just happened.
Our natural disaster caused hundreds of people to go missing. 727 people died and over 2,000 people got injured.
What are people dealing with right now? They don't have homes and they also have no food.
What is the weather like now? The weather is sunny and wet.
How were the plants and animals affected by the tsunami? They were hurt very badly or killed.
This is Eli and Willie reporting for KLKR. Send it back to you, Lucas and Chris.
Thank you, William and Eli, for that great report.
This is Christopher and Lucas for KLKR News signing off.